so in today's video, we're going to be talking about how you can laser focus your Facebook targeting to only target people who are most interested in buying your product or using your service. And we're going to do this without even using Facebook's Audience Insights tool whatsoever. So how we're going to do this is, when you're getting started with Facebook ads, or if you've been running Facebook ads for a while, you've probably come in here to create your campaign. And what you do is you come over here and you think of the objective you want to use. And of course, everybody wants someone on Facebook to give them money. So conversions is what you should pick. Because it will basically, Facebook will optimize to find people most likely to purchase your product or service. So you go ahead, you continue, and you're creating your first Facebook campaign. And you come down here and you get to the audience. Now, obviously, Facebook has a huge audience of people, over 1 billion people worldwide. I'm currently in Ireland here, and we have over 3 million people, monthly active users, okay? So what you know about your business is you will have a certain demographic that you're targeting. So if you are selling a makeup product, or you're selling something like gardening or something like that, you will probably know kind of what gender you're targeting, what age group you're targeting generally. So that's the first thing. You're going to come in here and you're going to say, well, I'm selling makeup or something like that. So you will choose women. And of course, that will narrow your audience down to about 1.6 million here in Ireland. And you would say, well, okay, well, I won't target women who are that young because my product is not really relevant for them. And over 65 might be a bit irrelevant to them too. So I'm going to target women between 25 and 60 in Ireland. So that's 1.2 million. So it's a good place to start. But what Facebook has is its Audience Insights tool, or a detailed targeting, okay? So what this is you can actually add an interest to further narrow down your targeting, because not every woman is the same, not every woman is interested in the same things, but you obviously know in your niche the broad interest that you want to target. So say you're in the dog niche, for example, you could enter something like dogs, or you can get an interest here of dogs, and it goes down to 1.2 million. Okay, I guess everybody's interested in dogs, but you could do something like, let's see, makeup artists as an interest. Okay, still 1.2 million. So again, you could mess around with these things, and what you would do is you would basically find an interest to target in a certain age group, in a certain gender demographic, and you would send your ad out. Now, sometimes it can work. It's the ad Audience Insights is okay. The targeting is can be okay, but what you can actually do, and if you've tried this and you haven't gotten really good results, it might be because even though it says they're interested in something, it's actually not relevant to somebody. Your ads are going out to people, and you're paying to reach people who are simply never going to buy from you for a multitude of reasons. So what you can actually do is a cool tool you can use to check is actually, if you go to facebook.com/ads/preferences, and I suggest everybody does this, to just go and check it out and see what Facebook thinks you're interested in. But there is some interesting things in here that Facebook thinks I'm interested in, which I don't think I really am going to purchase any products in any of these niches very soon, but I could be showing ads from people who use this tool, which is totally irrelevant to me, and they're wasting their money to advertise to me, and you should not do the same. See, sea turtle, I don't think I'm going to be interested in buying anything from a sea turtle anytime soon, or anything related to sea turtles. Guitar, definitely not guitar. I'm not any good at any musical instruments. Photography, birds. People have you down for interest. Facebook has you down for interest for something you might have clicked on 10 years ago. Japanese domestic market, I don't even know what that is. But as you can see, there is some things you will be interested in here. I guess travel, nature, things like that. I will be interested in Dachshund. I don't have a Dachshund. So, people will be targeting me for things that I'm not interested in whatsoever. And this is the same thing that can be happening if you just go broad in your targeting with Facebook, if you just do something like dogs. So how do we improve this? Well, what you can do is one really, really good tactic that we've used, and it's been really, really good. It's something, basically it's called reverse targeting. And how it works is you go super broad with your audience. So if you come in here and you just go back to everybody 18 to 65, you can I mean, it depends on your product. If you're obviously looking for women and you have a female-centric product, you'll just choose women or men. You can just go all. So what you want to do is you want to go super broad with this. And basically what you do is you create a piece of interactive content that people can engage with on Facebook. And one of the tools you can use this is actually called Outgrow, which is about $25 a month for the premium package. But you get a 7-day trial to play around with it. And I think they do a concession for small businesses too. There are some free tools available too, but this is probably one of the best tools you can use because it has a multitude of different, $25 a month or $14 a month for quiz only. But it has a multitude of different types of interactive content you can do. So what interactive content means is, on Facebook, when you're scrolling to your Facebook and you see what kind of dog lover are you, or how well do you know these 10 Friends episodes, calculate, assess yourself, and you get like a score or whatever. And it's really good because it's kind of the type of content that people on Facebook want to engage with and want to interact with. And remember, people are not on Facebook to buy your product. They're on Facebook to just waste some time. Maybe they're on their break from work, see pictures of friends, cool cat videos, things like that. So this kind of content is native to Facebook, and it's really, really well suited to Facebook because it's interactive and people can fill out a quiz or whatever. So like, for example, in the dog niche, you could do something like, how spoiled is your dog, or how much do you spoil your dog? Is your dog at the top 1% of pampered pooches? And you could have a few questions like, have you ever spent more than $50 or €50 on a birthday gift for your dog? And they say yes or no. And it could be, I haven't finished this off here, but I mean, it's like, do you throw a birthday party for your dog? Do you buy your dog's gifts? Do you spend something from your paycheck every month on your dog? Do you buy your dog things more when you need things? Like, do you ever put your dog before yourself? Things like that. And you're actually basically getting more detailed information from your prospects. So basically what happens is when people are interacting with your content, you send it out to a broad audience, and what happens is people will interact with it. You leave it for a couple of days and you might get 1,000 or more people who've actually done your quiz. Or another thing you can do is what we call a listicle, which is a list article, like 10 things only dog owners would know. 10 things only crazy dog lovers would do, or things like that. So it's obviously hyper relevant to the people that you want to target. And because you're going so broad, only people who are interested in your content will engage. So if you send it out, you obviously send it out to a wide audience. If you're sending it out to a wide audience, the objective we're going to use, so I'll just come back here and I'll show you. The objective we're going to use would be traffic. If you're doing a listicle, which is a list article, 10 things that your dog, you need to know, or the 10 most cool products that dog lovers need to know about for 2020 or something like that. So you would come in here and you would select traffic, or you could, if you want to make it into a video, but put it native within Facebook is another really good idea. So you can actually make a video of your listicle, or you can record it yourself, or you can have someone do it for you on a freelance website or something like that. So if you do a video, you would want to do the objective of video views, or if it's a listicle or an article or a quiz, you want to do traffic, because basically this means Facebook will target these people most likely to actually click over or to view your video. Now, the reason we do these objectives is because these are a lot cheaper than website conversions. Website conversions is one of the most expensive objectives that you can use in Facebook ads, because it's actually people giving you money, and it costs more money to put for Facebook to put you in front of those people who are actually likely to give you money. So you would continue down here, and again, just go for traffic, super broad. I mean, you can do this pretty simply. Create a listicle, 10 things that somebody in your niche would want to know, or 10 things that your ideal customer would be interested in knowing, or would need to know, or would like to know about that particular niche. So, for example, like I said, in the dog niche, you could do the 10 coolest dog products coming out this year, or 10 things that people who really love their dog need to know, and stuff like that. And you send this out, and what happens is, after a while, people who are engaging with it actually start to people start to engage with it from the broader audience, and you start to narrow down, and you get maybe 1,000 or 2,000 people who've actually engaged with it. And what you can do is you can first of all retarget those people, and we can cover retargeting in a later video, but you basically retarget them which is you basically show them, and you know that they've been on your website, so you show them ads related to your offer. So you know that these people are interested in, you know, spoiling their dog or the cool dog products. You're like, hey, here's my product about dogs. Check this out. And you got a much more targeted list of people here to actually target than you would have just sending it out to people who like dogs. From the ad preferences, it could be way off. And secondly, you can actually create a lookalike audience, and we'll cover lookalike audiences later as well. But a lookalike audience is basically an audience that is really similar to the people you already have in your audience. So you basically you have your audience of people who have viewed your content, and you can create a lookalike of people who are like those people. So then, as you can see, you start off with a really broad audience of everybody in the country. Then you find people who are interested in actually interacting with your content, and then you make a lookalike of those people. So you now got a much bigger, normally lookalikes can be much larger again. So it's a really cool way to start from zero if you have no purchases or you have no customer base yet and you're just really starting from the scratch. It's a really great way of building a powerful lookalike audience of actually targeted people who are much more likely to buy your product without using the Facebook targeting tool. So that's just one tip that we use, and it's been really effective for us. And if you like this video, please hit the subscribe button below and notification bell so you'll see all my new videos. And we're going to be continuing this series on how to get started and scale your business with Facebook ads. Thank you.